Hey guys, welcome to the Gear Core. Today we're doing something a little different. We're not reviewing a pedal, we're not playing guitar, we're not doing any of that. We received a very interesting package right here. So this here is something I've been looking for a little while. Now, for those who know me as a musician, I've always been the kind to like just kind of plug in the guitar and play, you know, like I don't really use too many pedals or effects. I'm a very basic guy. I play with an Engel Fireball 120. That's my live amp, and that's usually just what I roll with. So now I decided that I wanted to like kind of like, you know, go forward with that and try new things and play with effects and stuff. Hence why I started working with Flamma a lot when it comes to pedals. And this here is not from Flamma. It's from a different brand. But this is a pedal board. Now, what makes this pedal board interesting? So first of all, what's the price point of a pedal board? We're talking $200-300. Like sometimes you can find one at like $120 or something like that, around there. But they're usually just a piece of metal that you kind of like attach your stuff to. Now that's what's interesting with this one here. This one's a little different. So when it comes to what came with it, well, it came in this nice little bag, carrying bag, which is always nice. Now when it comes to the pedal board, it looks like this. So this is the Aklot APB03, which is their small pedal board. It's very small. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's like 13, 14 inches, something like that, around there. It's a nice thing. Now, as you can probably see here, it says power supply. And that is because in this pedal board, the power supply is included in the pedal board. So, is that like a huge selling point? To me, it is. Because you know, just power supplies go for like hundreds. So that's a lot of money saved right there just by having that. Then, you know, it comes with the little power supply that you plug into the pedal board to feed it. Comes with all the little cables to attach from the pedal board power supply to the pedals. Comes with Velcro to attach your pedals to the pedal board. And more cables. So now I haven't attached anything to it yet because I really wanted to give you guys like a really good look on what this thing looks like. It is a fantastic build. This is metal. It is very solid. I can't bend it. I'm a big, strong guy, and I can't do anything to it. It's very well made. The power supply inside, of course, I don't know if it's good. All I know is that it's there. I am very excited to bring that thing on tour with me and just kind of you know, explore the options with it. And it's like, what do we do with it? I mostly want to know if the power supply is going to survive. Now, like I said, I'm very excited to bring it on tour. It's definitely coming with me on the next one. So if you guys see me live with Beyond Deviation or any other project at this point, and you want to check it out, you can just come and ask. It's a really nice piece of gear, and it was very cheap. I think it goes for like 120 Canadian or something like that, which is a very big amount of money that you save than if you were to buy a main brand one, something like Fender or something like that. So it's pretty cool to see. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys wonder, it's like, oh, Chris, why do you always like review cheaper stuff? Well, that's because as a musician, I know playing music is very expensive. So if we can save a couple bucks here and there in quality gear for cheap, why not? Now, this pedal board, to me, the build seemed amazing. The quality was there. It's solid. It's not brittle. Like, it's not easy to break. Like you guys saw, like I was actually trying to put as much pressure as I could. I'm a 6'2", 300-pound guy. I'm like decently strong, I'd say. So usually I would expect to be able to at least, you know, kind of bend it out, you know what I mean? But like, it wasn't. Like, the build's very strong. Do I recommend it? Well, it's hard to recommend. Like I said, I haven't really played for an extensive amount of time. I did plug it once with my pedals in, just to see if it like worked when it comes to power and stuff, and it did. So there's that. I'm not trying to create doubt in anybody's mind, because at the end of the day, I mean, with the rest of the build, I believe that this is a quality product for very cheap compared to his competitors. And I think that, yeah, I would say that, like, I think that's a good buy. It's pretty cheap. The company was really easy to work with. They were really nice. And that's the other thing that's very important. I think customer support is very important. These guys, they reply quick. And yeah, so it is called, as I said, the Aklot. So Aklot APBO3. As you can see right here. Right here. There we go. It's a nice piece of gear, like I said, and I like that it comes with a little carrying bag. Oh, I also noticed it comes with tie wraps. Sorry if I didn't mention that. It's a nice piece of gear, and I'm very hyped to be able to put my pedals on it. Now, what's cool though is that if you use like standard pedals, standard size pedals, I don't use those, so I can't really show you what it would look like, but like you'd be able to fit probably like a 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a good 5 pedals on this if you go for regular size. Now, when it comes to the smaller pedals, I can put a shit ton of pedals on this shit. Like, that's a lot. That's probably like a good 10, if not more pedals. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I would recommend it, especially if you're looking for a pedal board for a good price, with a good build quality. And you know, the fact that the power supply is included, to me, that's a big selling point. I hate that I have to buy a secondary power supply. I mean, at the price of the power supply, I can literally just buy this twice every single time. Like, let's say it breaks. At this price point, I could just buy 2 other pedal boards and still be within the amount of money that it takes to buy just a normal power supply from a normal supplier like Fender or something like that. Now, that's the other thing that I like to talk about. That's going to be the last thing I talk about in the review today, is that we got to keep in mind that cheap doesn't mean bad. Okay, so that's a big misconception when it comes to music and music gear, is that you need to spend a lot of money. Now, me personally, I play through a Fireball 120, which is very expensive. I think it's like 3,500 brand new or something. So like, I guess in a way I'm kind of being like hypocritical by telling you not to buy expensive gear. But at the same time, I could probably recreate the same effect by buying like a PV Valve King and throwing a metal zone in the effects loop. And then I would probably have like as good of an amp. So I am a firm believer in cheap instruments that bring you, you know, a good quality of sound and build quality. Now, it's kind of like my guitar. My main guitar here is a Framus. And why Framus? Well, first of all, I believe in customer support. These guys were amazing to me, and that's why I decided to work with them. And that's how I view things. It's a fantastic guitar, plays well, cheaper than the average high-end guitar, which is also fantastic. So that's why I believe in this stuff. I believe in good customer support, and I believe in cheap, affordable, good quality gear. And I think that we need more of that, and I wish that more people were willing to explore it. You know, that line of, you know, like kind of gear where it's like it's more affordable, but it's still very good. So for example, that's something that I noticed, like my tube screamer that I personally use happens to be an Amazon Basics. Like, that's not a like very expensive pedal. I don't know why my camera just won't focus right now. There we go. It's a little dirty. It's the Amazon Basics Drive, which is basically just a tube screamer. But instead of paying like $200 for it, I paid like 40. And guess what? It sounds just as good as my old tube screamer that I sold. So that's why I say it's like we need to explore more affordable gear made by people who actually try to make gear for musicians, and they're not trying to make money. So I believe that this brand are people that work for musicians, and I believe that they are great people with the interaction that I've had with them. So once again, that's the Aklot APBO3. Fantastic product from what I can see. I will be coming back with another review basically when I come back from tour next time, so that way I'll be able to tell you guys how it actually went with the pedal board on tour, if it's reliable to the point where you can bring it on the road with you. but I am a firm believer that it is a good build. There's no loose parts, which is something that you see a lot with cheaper builds. Usually you hear like loose parts going around. There's nothing here. It is as silent as it gets. Beautiful, beautiful pedal board, and yeah, recommended. So on this, I want to thank you guys for watching again. So that was the Aklot APB03. If you need a pedal board and you don't feel like buying a power supply $300, this might be the option for you. You can get it on Amazon for like $100. It's amazing. I love it. And yeah, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. I think I'm gonna make a video on my guitar next time, because it's a fantastic product that I feel a lot of people in the core scene don't really look at it, but it's fantastic. So once again, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.